Stanley, you are the nicest guy. You are.
His job is at the bank.
You're 40 minutes late. That's the same as stealing.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dickey. It'll never happen again. He loves his dog.
Come on. You don't think... Drop it.
He's polite to his landlord.
Do you have any idea what time it is? No, Stanley. What?
And the most exciting thing in his life are his pajamas. But now...
Hey, you! What are you doing down there? I'm just looking for my mask.
all that is about is not the man he used to be.
Okay.
If I could find your innermost desires to life, you'd be alive. Just ask yourself one question.
I love this movie. First, a little history of the mask. First, there was a comic book. And what the narrator said. And he gets to be a normal person, stabbing a kiss that he's the nicest person alive and polite to his landlord and complete wimp. But all that changed when he wears the mask. In the comic book, he becomes like a supervillain, a psychopathic killer, and most likely, like any most cartoon characters from the old times, breaking the fourth wall. And I gotta admit, these comic books look pretty gruesome and brutal. All heaven, and the mask being the most powerful being of them all, created by the legendary Loki, he himself, trapped him in the mask to make him the most cartooniest, insanable character that's invisible. Well, that cannot be beaten at all. Now let's talk about the game, based off the film. Just like in the film, you play, the only character, or the mask, aka Stanley Ipkiss, is when he's not wearing the mask. And just like in the film, he can use boxing gloves to fight enemies, a hammer to beat up a few bad guys, and do his Tasmanian Devil Spin attack. And like any type of platforming games, and collect more money instead of coins like Mario. You can hit the alarm clock as your checkpoint, I guess, and more enemies at once. This character dead. I like the design graphics in this game, and it has the same design as the film. And then collect enough M's for extra health, and get enough lives and high score points. And him pulling out his gun weapons. And you can go super fast by pressing the R button, and since this is on Super Nintendo, and most of the time you won't be knowing where you're supposed to go, then you have to go through these small spaces. This game does have like minor problems, that these levels are way too long and you have to speed through them as fast as possible. And you don't know where you're supposed to go until you have to realize where you're supposed to be at the very end. There's not too much about the backgrounds. It almost seems out of place for the mask, which still fits to the character's design perfectly. This game has nothing but entire city backgrounds that look exactly the same, a little bit bland at times. But I do like how he falls and crashes into a cartoon. There is music, which is pretty forgettable. Oh, it's okay, I guess. It just comes to show that most games would sound a little bit more exciting. It seems a little bit bland at times. At least the graphics look pretty great. And I do like the entire animation of him going pretty quickly and fast as possible. It has like interesting things about it. Including the final boss, who also wears a mask just like in the film. Sprite's animation on the mask cannot be any better. And it's just like Jim Carrey's character, like in the film. One cannot fit any more perfectly. Whether you love or hate the guy. Hey, last time I talked about him was in that movie Dumb and Dumber. And it's still a pretty memorable film, it is today. But if you like pretty much both the movie and Mask, not to confuse the one from 1985, but this one's from 1995 with Jim Carrey in it. And I just like the wackiness of it all, being silly, goofy, downright insane. And just like based off the cartoon series, or should I say animated series, which nobody remembers now. Oh, I actually like the animated series. Sure, the music sounds obnoxious at times. They reuse it way too much. It sounds pretty terrible. But whenever the mask shows up, it sounds pretty good. Which I'll get to some other time. Overall, this game is not the best one that's like the film. But just insaneness of it all, it's still downright entertaining. So if you like both the movie and the game, this might be your perfect moment to enjoy it. So, the Mask for the Super Nintendo gets a ranking of 6 out of 10. You'll probably beat this game in less than an hour. I'm Eli J. Mortaine saying, thanks for watching, and I'm glad I had to review this video game and right away in the short time period review. Adios, amigos. See you then, folks.